So I only found out that this show existed like less than a week ago. But ever since I found out about it, now I've been like super curious and dying to watch it. So I found a copy of the first episode and I just want to see what it looks like. And just to let you know, it's from 1959 in Japan. It's a live action, black and white adaptation of the Mighty Atom, or Mighty Atom, which here in the West, North America, we know as Astro Boy. So there's a crazy costume involved. It is live action Astro Boy made in black and white in 1959 in Japan, and I can't wait to see what it is. I had a little extra time today, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to let you guys watch it with me. So let's see what kind of mystery the Mighty Atom, aka Astro Boy from 1959, holds. Oh wow, they're like drawing this little hand-drawn figure of Astro Boy just to start off. And I gotta admit, the music's kind of creepy and spooky. So even though this is live action, I promise, but we've got an animated intro. And a lot of people consider Astro Boy to be the animation that laid down the ground rules for what anime would be, that Astro Boy was the first ever anime. So seeing this like hand-drawn stuff really might be the first anime ever that I'm watching here. But it's not supposed to be an animated episode. It's supposed to be a live action episode, but it has like this animation that's telling us the backstory of how like the robots were first invented and how robots interact with humans. And I guess eventually we're going to get to the point where Astro Boy is created when the professor's son dies. Oh, and they're even talking about a little bit of Asimov's rules of robotics here, that they're not allowed to... Oh, Professor Tenma. Okay. And there he is! There's our live-action Astro Boy costume, with like the molded plastic hair, kind of a stormtrooper look to the body armor that he's wearing. I don't know if body armor is the right thing to call that. But wow. Oh, so this is like a promo saying, tune in every week to see Astro Boy. Talking about like his superhuman powers. I mean, he kind of has all the powers of a superhero, or the Bionic Man, or $6 Million Man, I should say, Bionic Woman. Yeah, 1,000 horsepower arms, bulletproof chest. Why couldn't I have watched this when I was like 7 years old? Because I would have so loved this at 7 years old. Jets in his feet? Is he going to fly? Are we seeing 1959 flight special effects? Oh, yes, we are. Mighty Atom. Awesome, he's flying. The jets are flying, and we got an OP with this beautiful song about I am invincible, Mighty Atom. Why did we not get this in the US of A when I was a kid? This would have made me so happy. I watched a lot of these I would say a lot. I watched a couple of these kind of shows growing up, and this would have been my all-time favorite, I just know. Space Giants was my favorite growing up. Maybe I'll watch an episode of Space Giants for everybody, but I feel like I'm 6 years old again in front of my old 13-inch black and white TV. I lived in, below the poverty level. That's what I had. Most families had color TVs. I had a black and white TV. Probably eating some off-brand Cheerios or Kaboom. That was a cereal my mom liked to buy, Kaboom. And I was watching Space Giants, but I would have much rather been watching Astro Boy's riding an airplane. Oh, the action's getting started in the distant future date of 1974. When Astro Boy is taking a 13-week journey on a jet plane. Mind-blowing effects for 1959. Honestly, 1959, Japan had beautiful, beautiful cinema, but their technology was probably a little bit behind what we were used to in the U.S. This would have been in color, probably in the U.S. So it looks a little bit more like 1949. But they got great actors here. Oh, a creepy one-legged man who's a member of this gang. This future gang. So this must be the villain. ZZZ or Triple Z or Triple Z. Call it what you want. But oh my goodness, it's like the Yakuza or Mafia. It really looks more like Mafia than Yakuza here. Threatening the world of the distant future. I don't know, it's probably like 1999 by now. I like it. I wonder if they really got a one-legged man in that role, or if the guy's just pretending to have one leg and they have this weird prop down under his foot. Because they're not giving us a wide shot. They just had a close-up of his peg. Oh, what the heck is up with those goggles? Now, that is a masked man that could give me nightmares. I love the masked man of ZZZ. This might be the most horrific thing I've ever seen. Also, where can I get one of those masks that looks like in a pinch? You could put cake batter in it, and you could bake a cake shaped like that mask. Like 2 birds, 1 stone, you know? Or you could wear it when you're welding. It looks like it'd work as a welding mask. But we got some drummers. We got a mariachi band. We got Mothra's handler there in this distant island. And even though we're in the future, that car looks like a 1959 car. Wow, this is the longest intro talking about where the adventure began. Give me some action. I love that costume. And is that a kid or a really small adult? No, that's a kid. They got a kid wearing that costume, beating up grown ASS actors. But I notice how they're cutting. They're showing him throw his punches, but they aren't showing him hit the people. Oh, look at him run. He's so fast. Outrunning the cops. This is episode 1, and it looks like it's already a bottle of... Oh, a flying car! Did you see the wings come out on that car? Is Astro Boy going to fly and chase the car? You can do it, Astro Boy. You got sparklers making that car fly. This is so golden. People, you gotta watch this show. This is what I live for, is crap like this. Oh, that shiny costume with his man boobs, or his boy boobs, I guess. That makes me sound creepy. I'm going to call him man boobs. I'm sorry. And that plastic hair helmet. It is the best they could come to making a human look like a robot back then. Oh, he's getting shot at with missiles and stuff. But he's just flying through floating minefields in the sky. Cannons going off. He ain't afraid. Those goons don't scare him, because he is the mighty Atom, a.k.a. Astro Boy. He's just flying. He's not even flinching. They've got these gigantic anti-aircraft cannons firing at him, and he doesn't even flinch. Oh, he's going to Europe? He's going to France? Is he going to wear a beret? Will we see Astro Boy try to blend in with the Parisian populace? Will he have a beret and a striped shirt and a baguette? Oh, wow. Great backdrop with that poorly hand-drawn cat playing a tuba or a trumpet and shadows dancing. Oh, and there's that mask, that beautiful mask. I found my next cosplay for the rest of my life, is I'm going to make that mask out of aluminum and wear it everywhere I go. Ooh, smoking a cigarette. That means it's rated R. Look at the silhouette of the mask. You need a mask you can see in silhouette. Uh-oh, snub-nosed future pistol. Who got shot? Who got shot in front of that backdrop because they could not build a set that looked like Paris? And that's it? That's our whole trip to France? No baguettes? No berets? No mimes? No Eiffel Tower? Or as they call it in France, Tour d'Eiffel or something like that? Uh-oh, now we're in Madrid. Bullfighting. And it's the same backdrop as France. France and Spain look identical if you come from Japan. I love to know this. Oh, and there is Cookie Cutter Mask. Man, with that mask, I could strike fear into the hearts of everybody in my home. Oh, the pistols! The future pistols do look like cap guns. They show you down the barrel. Those are the best space cap guns. He took the mask off! How dare you reveal your identity, masked man? Yeah, you wait. I'll have a mask like that. Oh, no, Germany? Oh, the guy that invented rockets? Isn't that who Walter Braun was? He got shot by a gas pistol, not just any pistol. That was my nickname on Chili Day in high school, was Gas Pistol. Oh, man, Spanish. He's been to Germany. He's been to France. They all have the same backdrop. A hand-drawn cat playing a trumpet while shadows dance to an Italian song, I think. Oh, boy, and it's frontline news in Japan when people in Europe get shot with a gas pistol. The ZZZ, the Triple Z gang, they're one better than ZZ Top because they've got a third Z. Like, every time I move, it triggers my computer to think I'm touching the mouse. I don't know why it does that. I need a less sensitive mouse or something. Oh, look at this aerial shot. That is totally a drone shot. That is not a model built in somebody's garage. I love it. This is the kind of special effects I live for. Oh man, I grew up on reruns of old Godzilla movies. We got the Mothra lady up there. Once again, I move my hands and thinks I'm touching the mouse. Look, nowhere near the mouse, people, I promise. But that looks like one of the Mothra twins up there doing her little ceremony. Who's she calling forth from the lava? The boiling water lava in black and white days. It was so much easier to make video when your colors didn't have to match. Just take some brown water. It looks like lava because there's no red. Nobody sees red when it's black and white. You got the Space Station Alpha on the moon here that's operated apparently by the Triple Z gang, I'm imagining. She's doing some kind of prayer to the satellite. I'm waiting for Mothra to show. Oh, there's the world's worst Riddler mixed with the Penguin. It's like Riddler and Penguin got together and put a cookie cutter on their face. Oh no, this Professor Leon, who's in Tokyo, is going to get murdered by the masked guy from the Triple Z gang. You know, every birthday he has a cake shaped like that mask. This is my new favorite supervillain, by the way. I'm going on the record of saying Magneto is no longer my favorite supervillain. It's now Cake Mold Mask Guy with the top hat. I've got a top hat, but it's nowhere near as him. Whoa, do they all wear those masks? They got a whole gang of top hat mask wearers with Z's on their chest. This is cosplay I can pull off. My wife can make me the mask. I got the top hat. Capes are a dime a dozen. Z's? You can catch some Z's out in the wild. There's the rocket ship. When is Astro Boy going to show up and fight these masked men? I thought it was one guy with the mask, but apparently the whole Triple Z gang. There must be at least 3, because there's only one Z on their chest. Does Z stand for Zorro? Is this a futuristic Zorro wearing a cookie cutter bake mold mask? Jello mold, you could put Jello in there too. Are people going to complain that I'm not following the plot closely enough because I'm looking at the camera like, this is a plot that's easy to follow, and there's Astro Boy! There he is, with his shiny chest, and his Namor-like costume, and his hair helmet, and you can see the rivets holding it all together. Amazing how human-like his face looks, when all the rest of him looks so much like a robot. Oh, 20 planes are coming. He heard it with his super ears, Professor Tenma. Do not ignore this boy you built out of metal to replace your own son. Oh, man, what great acting. Look at those eyes. He is showing no emotion, just like a robot. That kid deserves a raise. I hope he won whatever the Japanese equivalent of an Emmy was for this show. Look at him staring at the sky. He's going to go fight those jets. Because if I know anything about Astro Boy, he can punch a jet. Oh, Hotel Tato. This is a very boring looking hotel. No decor whatsoever, but a massive room. It's like they took a soundstage and put very little effort into making it a hotel. Oh, Michelle, she's got to be French. Yeah, Leon is a French name. Like Leon, the professional, and Michelle is a French name. So this is why French people shouldn't go to future Japan as imagined in 1959. Because they're going to get murdered by the Triple Z gang. Or maybe they are the Triple Z gang. The mystery. Like the tension, I can cut it with a butter knife. She wants to spend time with her father, but this lady won't let her. This lady's like, I don't need this 17-year-old pretending to be 6 interfering with our plans. Oh, the guy who wears a tuxedo just for the heck of it. You gotta love this guy. Oh, maybe he's the car driver or something. I thought the guy was just walking in a tuxedo. Maybe that's how everybody used to dress in the future version that 1959 imagined. Of like 1974. Also, all that scratchiness that you hear, that's not interference on my microphone. That is in the show. I love it. You can see the grain in the film. This was like 8mm, right? Like black and white 8mm, and it was broadcast to at least 3 counties in Japan. I don't even know if Japan has counties. Prefectures. Oh, bad news in that letter. Look at what it says. You got to read it. It's awful. What empire? Is there a French empire? Did he escape the French empire to go to Japan? The future was crazy in 1959. Uh-oh. Somebody's getting the order. I think this is the Triple Z gang. Professor Leon is being ordered by the Triple Z gang, and Michelle overheard. Is Michelle going to fall in love with Astro Boy? It's the story of a young woman and her love for a robot. All right, you got to break out some cake mold masks. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he's got his young sidekick, Z and Z. Oh, they're going to capture Michelle. That's dirty. You leave the family out of this, Triple Z gang. Astro Boy heard it all with his super astro ears. And Professor Tenma, I don't think those are his real eyebrows. I think those are like fake eyebrows. Oh, the jets have flown away. Something's not right, because when Astro Boy says something's not right, Professor Tenma, you believe him that something is not right. You know, Nicolas Cage was the voice of Professor Tenma in the 2009, I think it was, Astro Boy movie, 50 years after this show. Astro Boy, don't wait for Professor Tenma's permission. Forgiveness is easier to get than permission. Go fight those jets. Go fight those Z guys with the jello molds on their eyes. Oh, tell him he's just a robot. Oh, so he's supposed to accept bullying just because he's a robot. He can't fight with humans. He's a superhero robot, which means he has to fight with bad guy humans. Unless a bunch of bad guy robots show up, which is not out of the question. Maybe the Triple Z gang, maybe those aren't cake molds. Maybe that's their real face because they're all robots. But I can't wait to get my Z t-shirt, my cape, my top hat, and my jello mold mask, and I will be a member of the Triple Z gang, and nobody will know who the heck I am. Oh, Michelle doesn't want Papa to leave because she knows she's going to get kidnapped. Oh, she's worried about her Papa. She's the one in trouble. Never trust an evil international gang that kidnaps 17-year-olds acting like they're about 8 or 9. Maybe she's 14. Maybe she's not 17. In 1959, everybody looked older than they really were, right? But she's acting like she still plays with dolls, and we know she's actually like ready to go to the sock hop or whatever they did in 1959. Oh, and that lady's concerned. And you could tell they were cutting by hand because it was a bad cut. It was like they tried to almost do a wipe and it didn't work. I'm talking about cutting the film, the 8mm black and white film that they filmed this jewel on. Oh, there's the one-legged man. He's the leader of the gang. Oh, she's going to pray. Is she praying to Astro Boy? Is she praying to Astro Boy? Or is she praying to heaven for a robot boy to save her from her one-legged kidnapper? Oh, she's praying for her father. She cares nothing for herself. She's praying to Mama, to Mama's ghost to look over her father. And I tell you, if Mama's Force ghost shows up, this will be the best show I've ever watched. But the one-legged man is going to kidnap Michelle. Yeah, I'm back at like 15, not 17. She's about 14, 15, pretending to be 9. Oh, the one-legged man. He has a limp because they did not get an actual one-legged man. He's got to like have one foot on top of this little fake peg leg that's clearly coming out of the bottom of his shoe. Oh, I could cosplay as a one-legged Z-man with the Z and the mask and that little peg leg coming out of my shoe. But it's a good limp. It's a good effect. Oh, and he's got a Z-Man with him with the cake mold mask, but he doesn't have the cape and the letter Z. These are lower ranking or higher ranking? Like, if you wear a suit and tie, do you outrank or underrank the guy with the Z on his shirt and the cape? I think the Z and the cape put you ahead of the shirt and tie guy. Oh, no! She put up almost no struggle as she's being kidnapped. Thrown on the futon. She tries to run, but there's another guy in a mask. And it's the slow motion back away. No screaming, no shouting, no kicking, no crying. I can tell you right now, my daughter's 16. She would whoop all 3 of their butts. They would have no chance against my daughter. She's strong. Not trying to... Oh, that's how you get him. You juke the one-legged guy. When he falls, you run away. That's why you don't send a one-legged guy to kidnap a French girl. See, she's getting away. She's like Natalie Portman in The Professional. You can't catch her. Oh my goodness. That was the best getaway ever. They should show this to young women, how to escape being attacked by 3 Japanese men in the future and the past. Oh, but they got gas guns. They've got gas guns because they couldn't afford laser guns, and he's limping after you. He's limping after you. That was the best escape, you gotta say. The way she faked a move to the right, then went to the left. The one-legged man's peg leg went out from under him, and boom, straight for the door. This girl is our hero, not Astro Boy, who we've hardly seen. They should call it the Michelle Show, not the Mighty Atom. Call it Mighty Michelle and her poodle skirt. Were poodle skirts still hip in 1959? I have no idea. I'm old, but I'm not that old. I have to ask my grandmother, because I know she had a poodle skirt. Oh, they're chasing her. But she's wily. She's hiding under the car. They never look under the car in the future. They're used to people levitating and stuff. They don't ever think to look low down on the ground. If only she had her own gas gun to fight back with. This is tense. This is like Psycho Hitchcockian. The tension here. Can she drive a cab? So she's at least 16 if she can drive a cab. I mean, that might not be a cab. It sure looks like a cab. Like an old-fashioned yellow cab. She's fleeing in her automobile. Or as they call them in France, l'automobile, or something like that. Le car. I remember they used to sell things called Le car. Man, she's driving like a champ. The future, those French girls in the future can drive at a young age. Keep your eyes on the road, Michelle. Keep your eyes on the road. Don't look back. Use your mirrors. Use your mirrors if you need to look back. When's Astro Boy going to get here? Because this is not going well for Michelle. Come on, put that pedal to the metal. Drive like you stole it, because you did. Okay, what's happening here? Come on, Michelle, you can outdrive a one-legged man. You outran him. Oh, don't go in a tunnel when you're being chased. They can cut you off at the other end. Put it in reverse, slam into him, then put it back and forward. I love the retro-futuristic appeal of that car she's driving. I did not realize when I decided to watch this, there would be a 20-minute car chase in a Chevy Bel Air. Whoa, did you see? When they pulled over, she jumped out of the passenger seat and you could actually see the stunt driver because they're not going to let this kid drive a car. Oh, the gas pistols all around you. You're surrounded by gas pistols. Come on, where's Astro Boy? Uh-oh. She's cornered. She's got away from him twice, but not a third time. Why did she get out of the car? She had a good thing going with the car. You get out. And you go on a bridge. Jump off the bridge. Can you swim? Ah, she's screaming for Astro Boy. Here he comes. She hears that scream, which I got to admit, that is a shrill scream. That's the kind of scream you use to raise a monstrosity. Like Jet Jaguar's got nothing on this Astro Boy. Here he goes. Here I come to save the day. It's like Mighty Mouse flying into action. I'm telling you, I bet he's sweet on Michelle once he meets her. Hard to resist, when you're a young man. Hard to resist those French girls. I went to Paris when I was only like 19 years old, I think, maybe 20. I can speak from experience. I love the foot jets on here. Like, that's pretty darn good for 1959. Like, I believe that this boy is flying from jet propulsion from his feet. Like, I don't know what kind of platform they had him lying on and how they did that, but that looked pretty good for 1959 Japan, in my humble opinion. I think it would look pretty good for, like, 1965 US. This is pretty, is it a doll? Or I think they really have this boy on wires? This is good. There he goes. Go punch him. Kick him. Kick, punch. Like Parappa the Rapper. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're no match for those 1,000 horsepower biceps of Astro Boy. Oh, the gas pistol will have no effect on Astro Boy. For good measure, black both their eyes, man. Just boom, 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 boom. Get him, Astro Boy. Toss him over the river or something. Yeah, throw him, throw him. Get him airborne. Fly up in the sky and drop one of them. Oh, yeah. I love those gloves that give Astro Boy his robot hands. The practical effects are so golden. I need to make a video like this. Oh, my goodness. Michelle fell in the river. She fell in the river, Astro Boy. Do robots work underwater? That suit does not look watertight. Can he save Michelle in the river, or will it short out all his circuits? Come on, Astro Boy, figure something out. Oh, he just grabbed her. Well, that wasn't so bad. But man, they're at like Grand Coulee Dam, or the Japanese equivalent here. The future past version of Grand Coulee Japanese Dam. Ah, and he's flying with, that is definitely a doll under his arm. That is definitely not Michelle. That's an action figure that you get at the Dollar Tree right there. I love it. I love the effort. They tried so hard. This is bringing me joy, unlike any modern show is capable of bringing me. I gotta say, I love this kind of stuff. Oh, and it's the end of the episode, but Astro Boy saved the day. He saved Michelle. He beat up the Triple Z gang with their cake mold masks. The guys in the top hats and the capes never showed up, so I wonder if they're going to be like the villains through this whole season. I wonder if I can find any more episodes. All I could find was this first episode. Oh, today is a good day to be alive. This is why I get out of bed in the morning, is for stuff like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this, at least like a fraction of the amount that I enjoyed this. And with that, I'm just going to say I'm proud of you for watching anime and 1959 live action pre-anime. And I'll talk to you again soon.